The most valuable moments in football are always associated with goals, because they are associated with bright historical moments. But at the same time, fans often underestimate the contribution of goalkeepers and their saves, because the players might not have gotten their moment of glory if not for the goalkeepers. Today, our channel Footkick Production decided to collect a selection of the most legendary saves that changed the history of football. We have been looking for suitable materials for a long time, so we are looking forward to your support in the form of likes and subscriptions to the channel. Well, now we will not take away your time, because now we are going to dive into the world of goalkeeper saves. The 2006 World Cup final was special for France captain Zinedine Zidane. The legendary midfielder knew in advance that the match against Italy would be his last in his career. At the beginning of the match, Zidane opened the scoring with a penalty kick, but then Italy restored equality thanks to a goal by Marco Materazzi. Already in extra time, Zidane had a great opportunity to lead the national team, because after a pass from the right flank from Willy Sagnol, he made a powerful header on goal. But Italian goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon made a fantastic save, preventing the midfielder from getting a double. Soon after that, Zidane gave in to Marco Materazzi's provocation and hit him in the chest with his head, for which he received a red card. The match eventually went to a penalty shootout where Italy were stronger, and who knows if Zidane would have scored with a header. Perhaps this goal would have brought him and his national team victory, but that night, Buffon was of a different opinion.
Arriva il traversone di Sagnol, c'è Casillas!
The first match between Inter Milan and Barcelona in the semi-finals of the 2010 Champions League ended with a 3-1 home victory for the Italian club. At that time, Barcelona, under the leadership of Pep Guardiola, was incredibly strong, so no one was in a hurry to send Inter to the final, and already in the 28th minute of the return match, the Italians were left in the minority because of Thiago Motta's red card, and just 5 minutes after that, Lionel Messi received the ball on the right flank, technically moved to the center and struck on goal. Many thought that the ball is about to fly into the goal net, but Inter goalkeeper Julio Cesar somehow miraculously managed to stretch to his full height and hit the ball almost from the bottom corner. Barcelona could only score towards the end of the second half through Gerard Piqué's effort, but the hosts were not enough time to score the winning goal and reach the final. It is quite possible that if Cesar had not saved Messi's shot in the first half, Barcelona would have been more inspired and would have strangled Inter, in which case the Catalans would have had a great opportunity to win their second consecutive Champions League title, because in the final, they were facing a young Bayern squad. Given that Barcelona won the Champions League in 2011, it cannot be ruled out that if they had won it a season earlier, the club would have won the trophy 3 times in a row before Real Madrid.
The referee decision to make. Messi curls it! Oh, terrific effort and a wonderful save by Julio Cesar. Just got fingertips on that bender from Lionel Messi.
The Qatari sheikhs bought PSG in 2011 and invested a huge amount of money in the club. But since then, the Parisians have only once managed to reach the Champions League final. It happened in 2020, when PSG in the decisive match met with Bayern Munich, which on the way to the final literally destroyed all opponents. Despite this, the favorite of the meeting was not easy to cope with the Parisians, because in the first half, the club from the French capital had a great opportunity to open the score. PSG forward Neymar went one-on-one with Manuel Neuer and tried to hit him with a powerful shot, but the Bayern goalkeeper deflected the first shot. But the ball immediately returned to Neymar, being at a sharp angle. The Brazilian tried to pass to Angel Di Maria, who was in front of an open goal, but Neuer selflessly rushed to Neymar and blocked the pass. In the remaining time of the match, PSG could not score, but Bayern snatched victory in the second half, and the decisive goal was ironically scored by PSG pupil Kingsley Coman. And if not for Neuer's game in that match on the trophy shelf of PSG, perhaps there would already be a Champions League trophy. But the reality is that today the whole planet continues to laugh at the Parisian club, because with huge spending on transfers and the presence of superstars, the team for 13 years has never been able to win the Champions League.
It's Mbappe to Neymar, and Neymar again, and Neuer for the second time makes the block.
Brilliant by Manuel Neuer. What a start.
In the last round of the group stage of the Champions League group stage of the 2018 to 2019 season, Liverpool only needed a win in their home match against Napoli. Mohamed Salah put the hosts ahead in the 34th minute, But at the end of the match, the fans at Anfield almost had a heart attack. Liverpool's defenders could not cope with a cross from the right flank, after which the ball ended up at the feet of striker Arkadiusz Milik. The Pole unsuccessfully handled the ball, but still managed to strike a powerful shot with his second touch. Fortunately for Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson, Becker selflessly threw himself under the ball and did not allow the opponent to score. As a result, the hosts kept the winning score and went into the playoffs. And in the spring part of the season, Liverpool made a celebration for their fans by winning their 6th Champions League title in history. And no matter how loud it sounds, all this might not have happened if not for Alisson's heroic save in the final minutes.
Cross into the area. Fabinho won the first header. What a save by Alisson Becker! Absolutely sensational that was.
The 2005 Champions League final remains one of the most dramatic matches in football history. Milan went into the break with a 3-0 victory over Liverpool. The Italians thought that the victory was in the bag, but at the beginning of the second half, the English quickly scored 3 goals and equalized the score. The winner of the tournament was determined in extra time, and in the 117th minute, Milan striker Andriy Shevchenko had an incredible opportunity to snatch victory for his team. Liverpool goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek coped with the first header from the Ukrainian, but the ball from the goalkeeper again flies to Andriy. Then he hit a powerful shot on goal, but the Pole put his hands out and miraculously managed to save the goal. This diamond save allowed Liverpool to move the game to a penalty shootout, in which Jerzy Dudek again became a hero by reflecting the same Shevchenko's shot.
Shootout, Julio with a great cross, Thomason! Oh, what a save! What a save from Shevchenko by Jerzy Dudek!
The 2010 World Cup final was doubly important for Spain and the Netherlands, as neither country had ever won the World Cup. In the 62nd minute, the Dutch striker Arjen Robben had a great chance to put his team ahead and increase the chances of winning the game. Robben received a pass from the center and ran one-on-one with the goalkeeper. In this situation, he was not stopped, but at the decisive moment, the footballer could not beat Iker Casillas, who competently folded and coped with the shot. As a result, the game ended in a 0-0 draw, but in extra time, Andrés Iniesta scored the only goal of the match and brought Spain the victory. For this reason, Robben probably still perceives the one-on-one with Casillas as the biggest failure of his career. But the first victory in the history of the World Cup could not celebrate Spain and the Dutch team, which to this day has failed to win the long-awaited trophy.
This is the chance. Arjen Robben is in, and Arjen Robben has been denied by Casillas. Great miss.
The denouement of the final match of the last World Cup gave fans a lot of emotions. The national team of Argentina led with an advantage of 2 goals, but in the second half, France quickly got back and took the game into extra time. In extra time, both teams scored 1 goal each, but at the very end of the match was a real sensation. French striker Randal Kolo Muani received a pass from the center of the field and went one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and the first touch striker was ready to hit the goal. But Emiliano Martinez, as if a wall ran out and blocked the shot. If not for this save, Argentina probably would not have reached the penalty shootout, where again the main hero was Martinez. After all, in the penalty shootout, Emiliano saved the goal from Kingsley Coman's shot, and also disoriented Aurélien Tchouameni, who missed as a result. Argentina celebrated their 3rd victory at the World Cup, and Martinez played a key role in this triumph. The World Cup quarterfinal between Portugal and Morocco was incredibly emotional for both teams. In the first half, Africans took the lead thanks to a goal by Youssef En-Nesyri. Despite this, Portugal fought for a ticket to the semi-finals until the very end. In the 82nd minute, striker João Felix received a pass from Cristiano Ronaldo and made a powerful rounding shot. Morocco goalkeeper Yassine Bounou made a heroic jump and kept the winning score for his team. And in the 91st minute, Ronaldo himself could have scored as Cristiano received a pass on the move and from the penalty line shot into the near corner, but Bounou again saved the team. Morocco eventually celebrated the victory and became the first African team to reach the semi-finals of the World Cup, and the legendary Cristiano Ronaldo missed perhaps his last chance to win the World Cup. By the way, if Portugal had beaten Morocco and then defeated France in the semi-finals, we could have seen Messi and Ronaldo face off in the final, and who knows how the history of football might have turned out. but Bounou's saves at the end of the game prevented such a scenario from happening.
And Felix! Bounou with a vital, critical flick.
The first Champions League semi-final game of the 2014-15 season ended with a confident 3-0 victory for Barcelona over Bayern Munich. In the return game at the Allianz Arena, the Munich club under Pep Guardiola was determined to get back on track and reach the final. Despite a quick Bayern goal, Barcelona quickly scored 2 goals in response, and it seemed that the questions about the finalist were removed. After that, Bayern striker Robert Lewandowski had a great opportunity to level the score. After a series of ricochets, the Pole received the ball and struck a powerful shot, which hit the hand of Marc-Andre Ter Stegen began to roll into an empty goal. The fans were ready to celebrate the goal, but the German surprisingly caught up with the ball and pulled it off the line at the very last moment. In the second half, Bayern scored 2 goals and won the match with a score of 3-2. But in the final, on the sum of the 2 matches went Barcelona. Given that the Catalans in the second half of the match did not make a single shot at the goal, we cannot exclude the scenario in which Bayern would have defeated Barcelona if Ter Stegen had not made a save after a shot Lewandowski. Munich by that time already knew how to defeat Barcelona. As a vivid confirmation of this is 7-0 on the sum of 2 matches in the semifinals in 2013, and probably, if Lewandowski scored in the 74th minute, the score would have been 4-2, and to score 2 goals in 20 minutes would not have been a difficult task for Bayern. Especially it was about the moment when the motivation of the players was at its limit. Unfortunately for Munich, Ter Stegen, for whom this season was the debut in Barcelona, did not allow the team to feel the intrigue in the end.
Thiago's shoulders fallen for Lewandowski to Stegen! And he kept it out.
They do that on the training ground where they're up back on their feet, sprawling.
The 2022 Champions League final between Real Madrid and Liverpool was incredibly important for both teams, with the Spaniards looking to win their first Champions League trophy since the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, and the English looking to exact revenge for their defeat in the final 4 years ago. Unfortunately for Liverpool goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois did not allow them to achieve this goal. In the first half, after a shot from the right flank, Mohamed Salah struck a dangerous shot from close range, but Thibaut miraculously managed to react and hit the ball away. A little later, another Liverpool striker, Sadio Mane, ran from the left flank to the center and shot into the near corner, but the Belgian made an incredible jump and deflected the ball into the goalpost. And already in the second half, Salah tried to make a rounding shot from the right flank. But Courtois again did not allow the Egyptian to distinguish himself, and when Real Madrid already led thanks to a goal by Vinicius, Liverpool created several more chances. The same Salah, after a header from a partner, was ready to send the ball into a half-empty goal, but Thibaut incredibly quickly took the right position and reflected the shot at point-blank range. And in the end of the game, Salah went one-on-one with Courtois, but the Belgian again made a terrific save and helped Real keep the winning score. If it wasn't for Courtois, Real could have lost the Champions League final for the first time in 40 years. It sounds crazy, but Liverpool could have scored 3 or even 5 goals in this final. In 2016, Argentina had a great opportunity to take revenge in the final against Chile, 12 months before Chile had already beaten Argentina in a penalty shootout, so Messi and his team were determined to get revenge. As the year before, the teams could not find a winner in regular time, but in the 100th minute of extra time came the key moment. Messi crossed into the opponent's penalty area, and Sergio Aguero made a great header. The fans already saw the ball in the goal, but Chilean goalkeeper Claudio Bravo made a terrific jump and saved his team. The winner of the tournament was again determined in a penalty shootout, where Claudio Bravo made another save by reflecting Lucas's shot, and eventually Chile won the America's Cup for the 2nd year in a row, and Lionel Messi, feeling a lot of pressure and criticism for a while, announced the end of his career in the Argentine national team. Later, Messi returned, but for the first international trophy, he had to wait another 5 years, until in 2021, Argentina finally won the Copa America. And in fact, if not for Bravo, who in addition at the time of the final was Messi's teammate, this triumph could have been much earlier. Funny that Claudio left Barcelona 20 days after the final.
Messi into the traffic. Aguero's header, what a save! Claudio Bravo, absolutely world class to deny Sergio Aguero.
The 2012 Champions League final against Bayern Munich was incredibly important for Chelsea London. The team sought not only to win the long-awaited trophy for the first time in its history, but also to win a ticket to the next round of the tournament, because the 6th place in the English Championship did not give the right to play in the Champions League. It so happened that Bayern played the final on their own field, so the Blues had an incredibly difficult time. The main time ended in a 1-1 draw, but in extra time Bayern got the right to a penalty kick. The 11-meter kick was executed by former Chelsea player Arjen Robben, and to the incredible luck for Londoners goalkeeper Cech, read the Dutchman's plan and made a save left his team in the game. The winner of the Champions League was decided in a penalty shootout. First, Cech saved Ivica Olić's shot, and then he deflected Bastian Schweinsteiger's penalty into the goalpost with his fingertips, after which Didier Drogba scored the decisive penalty to give Chelsea their long-awaited first Champions League victory. It should be noted that Petr Cech pulled his team out, not only in the final, but also in the previous stages, especially in the semi-final against Barcelona.
And Cech saves! Chelsea delirium behind that goal, the ex-Chelsea man.
In the first leg of the Champions League semi-final of the 2016 to 2017 season, Real Madrid confidently defeated their neighbors Atletico at home. A comfortable scoreline of 3-0 gave the cream the opportunity to relax in the return meeting. But Atletico were not going to give an easy ride. In the 66th minute, the score was 2-1 in favor of Atletico, and the hosts had a great opportunity to increase the advantage. Winger Ferreira Carrasco moved from the left flank to the center and shot on goal, but goalkeeper Keylor Navas made a terrific save. The ball bounced right to Kevin Gameiro, who tried to hit an almost open goal, but Navas incredibly managed to climb to his feet and left the opponent with nothing. In the end, the score remained unchanged. Real Madrid reached the final and defended the Champions League title, and a year later brought the number of victories in the tournament to 3 in a row, and if Atletico had scored in that very moment, the hosts would have had half an hour to score twice and reach the final. Perhaps then Real Madrid would not have gone down in history as the only team to take 2 and then 3 Champions League titles in a row in the 21st century.
Under pressure, Carrasco able to force the giveaway. Carrasco saved! A double save by Navas! What a huge...
In his debut season for Manchester United, David De Gea has repeatedly shown his skills to the fans. One of the most spectacular episodes occurred in the away match against Chelsea, during which the Red Devils were able to get back and level the score. And in the 91st minute of the match, Chelsea got the right to shoot a free kick and a chance to snatch victory in the final minutes. And the right to shoot a free kick took Juan Mata, who eventually sent the ball into the top corner. But it was not enough, because De Gea made a super-heroic leap and somehow unimaginably pulled the ball from the corner. The goalkeeper helped his team to take 1 point, and also made one of the most spectacular saves in the history of the English Premier League.
For Chelsea, has scored one screen already. That's another good effort!
That's a hell of a save, that. That is a hell of a save, that.
That's an unbelievable save.
Although Thibaut Courtois was mentioned in this video, we must show you another of his saves in the final minutes. After all, the goalkeeper also showed himself in all his beauty when he defended his national team's goal in the World Cup quarterfinals against Brazil. By the 94th added minute, Belgium was leading in the score 2-1, but Brazil continued to fight to the end. And after Douglas Costa's run, the ball was at Neymar's feet, who tried to level the score with the curling shot. The ball flew straight into the far top corner, but Courtois, thanks to his height, had time to react and hit the ball right with his fingertips, and Belgium kept the victory and reached the semifinals. Although before the match with Brazil, many considered Belgium an outsider.
And he's still going, the little wriggler. And it's Neymar!
He nearly got it! He nearly got it! And Courtois' fingers perhaps have denied...
Well, this is the end of our selection. All the moments with saves that changed the history of football I could not use in this video, because it would take a lot of time. So as soon as this video gets 300 likes, we will immediately do the second part. I will not get tired of thanking you, because I am very grateful to you for such an active under the last videos. Now we are trying to improve the content and spend a lot of energy and effort to find all the materials. But most importantly, love football. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.